Today, I'm excited to introduce you to Kelp Agents, a new set of capabilities designed to help you build autonomous workflows and operational tools powered by AI. Combined with Kelp's data visualization and API integration features, we're taking agentic workflows to the next level. Sound intriguing? Let's dive in. So, what exactly are agents in Kelp? Think of them as intelligent components built on top of LLMs that have special capabilities for achieving goals autonomously. More specifically, context management for allowing agent to maintain and expand LLM's context, mechanism for connecting and communicating with tools, monitoring system that protects against potential failures, messaging interface for handling multiple types of media formats. Tool interface enables agents to act as tools themselves. And audit system that tracks and records all agent actions. Agents can communicate with each other either in a sequential chain or through a more complex network structure. They can use direct inputs or function calls to interact. We've made it super simple to configure agents and integrate them into your workflows. Now, here's the real game changer. Audit Console. You can monitor each step an agent takes. Perfect for debugging, training, or auditing. You'll get full visibility into their behavior even after the flow is complete. To show you what agents can do, let's start with a simple example. Here's how you can use agents for basic prompting. Go to the library and place OpenAI agent component on the canvas. Connect a message input widget to provide prompts and a text output widget to display the responses. Select the agent and press space to open its settings. Here you can customize its name, choose the model, and define an initial pre-prompt. Let's instruct the agent to act as a talented blog writer and give it the task. I need a blog article about the impact of AI on software development. And just like that, the agent generates an article for us. Pretty neat, right? Adding tools to agents is like giving them superpowers. A quick example: update the pre-prompt and ask the agent to generate an article in a specific format, including today's date and a featured image. Repeat the request. This model doesn't know the current date and can't generate images. Let's give it a couple of tools. Date and time tool returns the current date in a specified time zone. To generate an image, you first need to create a prompt for an image generation tool, then use that prompt to generate the actual image. Copy the agent and give it OpenAI Dolly tool for image generation. Then connect it to the writer agent as a tool. Configure the image tool. Set its description, choose the model and resolution, and ask to generate images from user input. User in this case will be the agent. This agent, let's call it image generator, will create a prompt based on the content of the article and work as a tool. Give it the same name. Tool description helps the parent agent understand what this tool can do. An input description defines what should be provided when using this tool. Refresh the flow and repeat the request. Give it a few moments to complete the tasks. Here we go. As you can see, the agent now knows the current date and has generated a somewhat relevant feature image. The flexibility to combine tools and agents into nested hierarchies lets you build robust, modular, and scalable workflows. How do you know what agents are doing? You can use audit events and audit console to help you manage your workflows. Just connect the audit console to your root agent or use log widget to capture audit events directly. Send the request again and open up the console in New tab. The audit console captures every step in the workflow. Click on any thread to view the sequence of events. You can filter by agent or tool to focus on specific parts of the workflow, and you can also track API token usage. And of course, you can also customize and build your own monitoring tools. An alternative to hierarchical structures is a straightforward chaining of agents. Chaining is simple and sufficient for scenarios where tasks are naturally sequential. Let's improve our blogging example by adding 2 more agents and connecting them in a chain. Say you want to assign roles like researcher, writer, and editor to 3 separate agents. I have prepared short prompts for each role. Researcher will be responsible for gathering key points and creating the article structure. Writer will expand the outline into a full draft. Editor will refine the draft, add images, and create SEO content. Connect each agent to the audit console. Refresh and repeat the request. Let's see how the workflow changed now. Researcher created an outline and passed it to writer. Writer expanded the outline. Editor generated the image and put everything together. Let's see the final result. It looks much better now. By combining both chaining and hierarchical approaches, you can effectively handle a wide range of use cases. Finally, let's talk about running agents autonomously in the cloud. To demonstrate this, we need to make the flow autonomous. Basically, add a trigger to start the workflow and set up storage or an endpoint for the results. Airtable sounds like a good option for this. Let's create a simple table to track our blog pipeline with columns for topic, status, title, image, text, keywords, and so on. We'll set up a schedule to regularly check for drafts and move them to review when the workflow finishes. It's actually better to see the pipeline on Kanban view. Let's move this sample topic to drafts. Back to Kelp. First, let's group all the steps of the writing flow. We just need to pull out inputs and outputs and group the rest. Now it's easier to continue. I will move it here for now. Next, place Airtable API tool and pass the instructions. The tool will figure out which endpoint to call. Get the records from table where the status field is draft and ask to output in JSON format. We'll need to parse the output and check if there are any matching records. Use if-then-else component to route events based on logical expression. Use the fork component to send the record to the writing subflow. Then use the zip component to combine it with the results. Rename the ports. And set the output type to object, so it's easier to reference the values. Next, use the text template component to put together the instructions for the Airtable component. Here we instruct Airtable to update the record using its ID and populate it with the generated content. Copy the Airtable API component and connect it, just like we did at the beginning. Next, hook up everything to Audit console. Oops, I forgot to extract only the topic field for the subflow. Oh, and one more thing. Add an interval component after the initial instructions. This will trigger the instructions periodically. 5 minutes should be enough for this workflow. Now everything is set up. Go back to the workspace, then to Agents, and start our Agents demo example. It will take a few moments to start. Okay, it started. Everything looks good. Let's check out the console. Within 5 minutes, we should see the Airtable agent wake up and kick off the workflow.
A few moments later.
Looks like the Airtable tool picked up a record, called the researcher, then writer. Editor is next. Here, it generated an image. Once it's done, the record will move to Review column. And there we have it, working beautifully. You can expand this use case by customizing the steps for your specific content pipeline, or create entirely new automated workflows for any task-driven process. And that's a wrap for this video. Our goal here at Kelp is to give you the right tools to get more done. If you need help automating your workflows, reach out to us. We'd love to help. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching and happy kelping!